Wake up, kids, it's Joe and Nick for your weekend vacation. Grab your stool, squat on down for crappy animation. Let the gangsta commentary prop open your eyelids and watch some TV shows that have aged even worse than they did. So fill your use your spoons, it's Saturday morning cartoon.
Happy
Saturday,
Saturday, everybody.
Hello, welkers, and happy Saturday. Welcome to Saturday Morning Cartoons. Happy early Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is Thursday, and we brought our Thanksgivingist pal. It's Skip Elsheimer from AV Geeks. Hello, Skip.
Hey, everybody.
Oh, I'm glad you got that behind you right there. It wouldn't be Thanksgiving without the clown eating the turkey. Tell us the story behind that one more time. Where did you get it again?
I got it at a thrift store, and I thought it was great, but somebody I know thought it was really great. And so it was, I think it was in my bathroom. And when they visited my archive / house, they took a picture of it and obsessed over it for more than a decade. And
let's just say
it was the picture on my phone for a long time. For like years, it was the picture on my phone.
Your lock screen. Yeah.
Lock screen, yeah.
And so I was able to lord it over Joe in a series of competitions that we had, AV Geeks versus Found Footage Festival, the toe tapping tournament, and we won twice.
Yep, you won twice, but look who has the print. You have a print of it. We have the original hung up, framed in the office where I'm not at. But yeah,
it better be safe.
What would you do if
safe.
you found out that it was like worth $1 million? Like it was like this like rare artist. Would you ask for it back? We wouldn't give it to you.
It's a
No,
yeah.
I think that if anybody, you guys deserve $1 million.
Thank you.
Very kind.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
All right.
You're the only one who said we've deserved anything, so I appreciate that.
No, you guys are doing the Lord's work, so thank you.
Well,
It says
Skip,
it right there in the Bible.
we're thankful for you. We'll talk about biblical Thanksgiving interpretations and all sorts of other things as we watch the Thanksgiving that almost wasn't from 1971. This is a squirrel, but also human-based Hanna-Barbera Thanksgiving special that aired its syndication. A heroic squirrel named Jeremy saves the day. Thanksgiving, that is, in this colorful holiday children's special. Yeah, he looks like a Jeremy, doesn't he?
Is it right to say "and heroic"? That looks weird to me. And heroic.
I think you can do
Yeah,
both.
If you don't pronounce the H, it is
an
heroic
squirrel.
Why would you pronounce the H?
I argued with English teachers about that because you can use "and" before an H word, but I don't know. But first, let's start off with a commercial to get us into the Thanksgiving spirit. I hope it's Carvel, but George, what do you have for us?
I actually have two commercials because I had to include the Carvel Thanksgiving one.
You.
But another one from around this era, or 70s, that is weird Thanksgiving commercial.
Butterball presents
The spirits of the first turkey lovers.
Dost thou smell turkey?
"'Tis beautiful.
Thou cannot judge turkey by the beauty of its skin.
Indeed, it could be dry.
But this is the Butterball turkey. Always plump and juicy because it's deep basted where hand basting can't reach.
Look how juicy.
Thou never served so juicy a bird.
Thou never brought home a butterball."
Butterball from Swift is truly plump and juicy.
She was totally breaking his balls
Yeah.
about not
Thou
bringing back.
never brought home a butterball.
It's great to know that even after you die, centuries later, couples continue to bicker.
Yeah.
There's so many character actors in there, man. Like if you watch 70s sitcoms, all three of the people, the woman serving the turkey and then the pilgrims, man, they show up everywhere.
Oh yeah.
Are they always pilgrim ghosts, or?
I would like to think so, but I don't think so.
Oh, all right. Well,
Here's the only ways that pilgrims exist is in ghost form.
I do seem to think that they are bitchy though, in whatever they appear. They seem to be annoyed or annoying.
Kind of puritanical if you think about it.
Yeah.
All right, so save us, Tom Carvel.
Looking for something festive for the holidays?
Your participating Carvel ice cream store has these beautiful ice cream cakes for the holidays.
Beautiful.
Tom the turkey, who speaks turkey language as bad as I speak English. Priscilla and John, the lovers who never did find Plymouth Rock. And then we have Dumpy the pumpkin. How do you like these special molded gift cakes for the holidays? At your participating Carvel ice cream store, thank you and have a happy holiday.
The Dumpy the pumpkins are left over from Halloween, by the way. They're
yeah,
they're discounted.
And that was the best take of Tom Carvel.
Yeah.
Of that particular commercial. I got it. Right, I got to go.
Yeah. He speaks turkey languages better than I speak English. Incredible copy.
I feel like they handed him a script, and he's like, I don't need a script.
I can do this. What do we got? Dumpy, Priscilla, and
They're lovers, but they never got to Thanksgiving. Anyway, they died of the plague. I don't know.
What's up next? Another Fudgy the Whale for Valentine's Day? All right.
Just Jeremy the Squirrel. Get him in here.
And I guess this is no secret, but they just kept reusing the same pans.
Yeah.
Like
Fudgy the Whale was clearly Tom the turkey.
Yeah, you just map them on top of
Is that what they did? Oh, I didn't know that. That's Oh, wow.
So it's like, yeah.
How many turkeys have like fish tails? Very few. Although a whale's a mammal.
This was just an upside down fudgy too, or like fudgy turned upside down. And it was
you guys are blowing my minds with this. Yeah. Wow, the whole thing was a scam. Is that what you're saying?
Well, it's still ice cream.
Okay.
Delicious. Yeah, it's transcendental. It's we are all one.
Okay.
We are all fudgy. We are all dumpy.
Okay. Well. I don't know about you guys, but I am thankful for hilarious coffee mugs and delicious cereals. What's everybody got this morning?
I got a so I ordered this book one time. It was like this photography book of Atwater Village. And when I ordered
the neighborhood in Los Angeles?
Yeah.
Okay.
They just took photos of the neighborhood. And when I ordered it, the publisher or the guy who made it said, hey, do you want the mug that comes with it? I was like, yeah, of course. So I paid a little extra. I got the mug with it. And I think it's a, you see the dong on there?
They drew a dong on the dusty car window.
A dusty dong on, so that's the, I paid $10 extra, but well worth it. Yeah.
Absolutely worth it. All right. George, what do you have?
I found this recently. It's a mug that says certified smart person. So it's now legal.
Mm-hmm.
And on the back it has an award that says Smarty Pants. But the I can't figure this out. Like, is that supposed to be the eyes? There's definitely a big nose, and then above it, I can't tell if that's like the eyes. But then, like, what is? Yeah, at the very top.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think they are the eyes. Yeah.
But what the hell kind of head is that? I mean, when you think about the totality of that head, it's terrifying. And I guess maybe he's a complete idiot, so he thinks that the mug makes him a smart person, which makes me an idiot.
Yeah, I should have been white on that. I think that was
happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Skip, what do you have?
So this is on the verge of being completely inedible and stale, although not the level of Batman cereal inedible, but
not punishment yet.
Not punishment yet, but we are on the edge. And the thing is, like, this is not as good as it used to be. Not
really.
I don't think it has the same amount of sugar that it used to have. I mean, when I was routinely having this as a child, when today's show was aired, I was eating a lot of this, and
it was the same. Do you think maybe your taste buds have changed though?
No, it's really they cut. I mean, there was a major FTC thing about them cutting the amount of sugar in children's cereal.
Oh, FTC.
I mean, ultimately, it's a good thing, but right?
Oh, yeah, of course. But it makes it really not good, even when it's fresh.
Do you think
like when they took cocaine out of Coca-Cola?
No, exactly. It's like, come on, man.
Do you think when General Mills got the news from the FTC about that, they were just like scrambling, like throwing the papers up? They're like, "What the hell do we do?"
They had to fire Boo Berry. It was terrible. It was a bloodbath.
Get him out of here.
They just adjusted the sugar thing. They just kind of tightened it down.
Dialed down.
It wasn't pouring.
Sales just plummeted.
Well, I might make up for it with today's cereal. Birthday cake, but not only birthday cake cereal, it's loaded with frosting in the middle. So,
oh my god,
and vegan somehow.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. So, here's what these little pillows they're pink, by the way, and then you bite into them, and they have like frosting in the middle, and tastes like real frosting. These are
I think it's neat.
delicious.
Are they?
These are absolutely delicious. They're not nutritious at all, of course. There's nothing of value in this at all. But in
Did
terms
they
of
not get
pure
the
taste,
memo from the FTC?
They're kind of like Dunkaroos, but with birthday cake, like funfetti flavored Dunkaroos. That's what they taste
I think
like.
nowadays they don't care. Like they've deregulated so much that they just, whatever. It's going to have sugar, and then we're going to paint it yellow and have a nice cartoon character.
And I also have Don't Let the Turkeys Get You Down.
Ooh,
nice.
Boynton.
Yeah.
Wow.
For Thanksgiving. And we're going to watch a cartoon that has great songs in it. I mean, I've trimmed it down a bit. And it's an all-star cast, too. This is Hanna-Barbera. So this is June Foray, voice of Rocky J. Squirrel, and also the receptionist at the Rubber Baby Buggy Bumper babysitting service in a season 1 Simpsons episode. But she's like one of my favorite all-time voiceover cartoon animation people.
Epic.
She was also, what's the witch in Looney Tunes?
Witch Hazel?
Yeah. That's that voice.
She does that one. Okay.
Yeah, super good. Don Messick is in this, and here's I guess his agency congratulating him, but you can see he does Papa Smurf, Azrael. What's Yogi Bear's son's name? Boo Boo?
Boo Boo?
Yeah, looks like
Is it his son?
What?
I don't think it's his son.
I thought he was his gentleman companion.
Yeah,
what?
I thought they were buddies. No, they're buddies. It's like a tall and a short guy.
Oh, wow, I didn't know that. I
also,
thought it was his son.
Messick is like, I don't know if he predated Welker, but he does.
He was the original Scooby.
This is pre-Welker, yeah. Scooby Doo,
well, Well, he does all Welker type characters.
Yep.
Dogs those are all the
animals.
Yeah. Welker killed him so he could get those roles, I think. It's new information right now. Yeah.
And then this is a guy I didn't recognize by name, but this is John Stevenson, who did a ton of other voices. Usually, like, he's Mr. Dinkle in Shirt Tales and Mr. Slate in the Flintstones. So another Hanna-Barbera all-star.
He does characters that look like him.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. Stately guys with mustache. Now, the voice of the owl in Winnie the Pooh was Hal Smith, and he does a voice in this too. Hal Smith, Joe, you might know, and everybody might know better as Otis the Town Drunk from Andy Griffith.
Yeah, I know.
So,
really, that's interesting.
Yeah.
He's in a bunch of educational films I have too.
Yeah,
he's probably one of those guys like Juilliard trained, or and then they got
Yale
stuck
drama
and got stuck with the drunk.
All right, let's give you rosy cheeks. You're drunk.
All right, you're drunk again.
Yeah. Now we know the story of Thanksgiving is one of basically, I don't know, I guess like Native people who trusted invading pilgrims and then got smallpox for it. So that's the real story.
Don't go with that one. Don't go with the depressing one. Go with the fun one.
They tell the other version in this cartoon from 1971. And in between, Skip, you mentioned your educational films. We're going to watch one, a Thanksgiving related one, halfway through. But here it is, 1971. Skip, did you see this, by the way? Do you remember this at all?
It's not ringing a bell, but so like Thanksgiving was always kind of the off season. So what would happen is like right on Thanksgiving is when they would start showing all the Christmas stuff.
Yeah.
So it would be like maybe the weeks before. And it wasn't, I don't remember this. There's another film that I have, which was the Town Without Christmas, I was like, I wonder if these are related, but I don't think they are.
There was a whole series like the Something That Almost Wasn't, was like a popular.
Year Without a Santa Claus. The best of the series, of course.
And this is just a special then, right?
It was a special. Yep. It aired in syndication and then would re-air occasionally. Okay. So here it is from Hanna-Barbera, the Thanksgiving That Almost Wasn't.
If you think that you'll be taken, one more
jerkin.
On Thanksgiving Day, that cider jug that you'll be tipping, I'm sipping that juicy roast of beef. Keep carving,
I'm starving.
That was Mr. Slight's voice.
Yeah, I doubt that scene ever actually happened.
None of this.
Dancing together.
We wish to give thanks for all the wonderful things we're fortunate
Off to
to
a
have
smoking hot
on
start.
this day
Oh,
of
yeah.
Thanksgiving,
The
and to
prayer.
pray
supposed
for
to
all
pray
the
during
others
this?
in the world
Yep.
who are less fortunate than we.
What are they doing, Dad?
Well, son,
You hear Foray?
they're celebrating the holiday of
Playing
Thanksgiving
another squirrel.
and offering
He
a
got
prayer of
typecast.
thanks.
Oh, wow.
And afterwards, they'll all enjoy a fabulous feast.
Squirrel opticians
Like
exist.
Mom's fixing for us?
That's right, son.
I sure like
Do
Thanksgiving.
they pray to a squirrel god?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
It's a scroll with a long white beard.
that is actually a good question. If we ever interview Hanna or Barbera, we should ask them, like, do the animals pray to the regular god or to, like, their own squirrel god?
Are they both dead?
Yes,
Yes.
I think they're
Oh,
way
yeah.
dead.
For many years.
They might
Well-
have been. This might have been towards the end of their career in general.
That's not going to stop me from trying to track them down.
All right.
It's a great holiday.
It sure is. But I
Yeah, this also, like, just the whole Hanna-Barbera idea of animal clothes. It's like, if there's a collar and a tie, there should be something covering his genitals too, you would think. Or is this more like a Chippendales thing?
All good questions asked Hanna and Barbera.
Okay,
when we get
all right,
them on
let's
the
dig
show.
him up.
Wow.
bet you didn't
This
know
predates
if it hadn't been.
Chippendales.
Yeah, oh, Chippendales were also, they're chipmunks, but yeah.
For your great-great-great-grandfather, Jeremy Squirrel, there never would have been a Thanksgiving.
Really? Gosh, tell me about it, Dad. What did he do?
Well, it all started
I do
way
love her
back in the
voice.
year 1620. That's when 102 pilgrims set sail from England on the good ship Mayflower to find religious freedom in the New World. It was a stormy and perilous journey that was to last 65 days.
Is this the human version or the squirrel version? Human.
There were some who thought they might not make it,
Human version.
but they
But-
did make it to the New World. And
Jeremy
on December 21st,
involved.
1620, the Mayflower anchored in Plymouth Bay.
Now,
and
none
the
of this
pilgrims
actually
set
happened,
to shore
mind
on
you.
Plymouth Rock.
It was a story of genocide.
And that's when they celebrated Thanksgiving?
No, son, that wasn't to come until next autumn. You see, that first year was a difficult one for the pilgrims.
Bloody year.
They had to face a terrible winter as they tried to build a new home in the hostile wilderness
Oh, the poor pilgrim.
without much more than hard work, perseverance, and courage to do it with.
It wasn't any less
But the
hostile
weather
for
was-
the natives.
No,
Native
they just
Americans.
figured it out
Lack
better.
of food and sickness.
They already lived there.
Before the winter was
Yeah.
over, they had lost half their number,
It's almost
Wow.
like it shouldn't have come.
and it looked like the colony would fail.
Wasn't there a
Gosh,
shroud on a
that must have
corpse?
been pretty awful.
It sure was. But with the coming of spring, unexpected
They hired
help
some
arrived
Amish
at the
people to
Pilgrim
help.
settlement. For out of the forest came friendly Indians,
the threat
who
here,
up until
Dad.
then the Pilgrims had been afraid of.
Welcome to our land.
Well, with the Indians showing them how, the Pilgrims learned to hunt and fish, and plant corn and pumpkins and beans, and
Thanks
by
for the
summer's end
blankets.
they had reaped a bountiful harvest. That autumn they made plans for a huge feast, the first Thanksgiving.
And willingly gave them
But
all
what
their
about
land.
Jeremy?
I'm getting to him now.
Way too deep of it. Gobble.
Gotcha!
You scared off my turkey.
That was me. I thought you were a turkey.
If you were any kind of a hunter, you would know that it was only a turkey
Jeremy.
call.
I'm the greatest hunter in Plymouth Colony.
Well, I'm the greatest hunter in the whole forest.
I
am.
Boys, break it up, boys.
Huh? It's a squirrel.
Jeremy's the name, and I came all the way down from that tall
The
tree.
name Jeremy
just to
hadn't
let
been
you know
invented
that two
yet.
great hunters like you shouldn't be
I'll
fighting.
solve this. You get all the
should
good
be
land.
friends.
You get casino.
Well,
I don't know.
In
Come on,
500
fellas,
years.
Shake hands and be friends.
well, okay.
My name's Johnny Cook.
I'm Little Bear.
Friends?
Friends.
Friends.
weird that we both speak the same language.
But don't forget, I'm still the best hunter. Right, next to me.
Something tells me I'm going to have my hands full being friends with those two.
Well, the big day finally arrived. The Pilgrims were to have their first Thanksgiving. Everyone was invited in.
What was that?
Isn't their dinner ready? Didn't she have the walnuts?
The steam was coming off the walnut. Yeah.
Including their Indian friends
They make squirrel
who made it all
glasses,
possible.
too. I think they're
But
prescription.
there was still a lot to do before the feast that night.
That was a music cue, but
Those
I
two
edited
Timberwolves
it out.
won't get away from us. We'll track them through the whole forest.
Hey, boys, wait up! Stop! Come back! You get lost! Oops!
Here's where the Hanna-Barbera sound effects start.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, what a time to get stuck in a log! Hey, fellers! Wait! Come back!
This
You
is
get
also
lost!
historically accurate.
Johnny! Little bear!
Gosh, then what happened, Dad?
Well, nobody noticed that Little Bear and Johnny were missing.
Kids are always so like I don't think I've ever been interested in a story my parents have told. The kids in cartoons are like, then what happened?
Until it was time to sit down to the first Thanksgiving dinner they all had worked so hard for. It was then that they discovered
They
the
watched
boys
the
were
Detroit
gone.
Lions play the Green Bay Packers.
When they found their tracks leading into the dark forest, a great fear befell them all.
Don't worry, Mary. We'll find the boys.
But the woods are full of wild animals.
And so Thanksgiving was all but forgotten.
They're
For
going
the
after
only thing on
Frankenstein's
everyone's
monster.
mind was to find Johnny and Little Bear before it was too late.
Okay,
Oh,
that's
son.
halftime of the Thanksgiving that almost wasn't. So the boys are lost. They've jeopardized all of Thanksgiving, and who knows what's going to happen.
This is totally a Brady Bunch episode, by the way.
It is?
Yeah. Do you remember? I don't even know if you guys watched the Brady Bunch.
Oh, we did. Yeah.
So you remember when they went to Grand Canyon and there's Bobby and Cindy like go out from the camp and basically run into an Indian boy. And then at the end, they're found. And then there's like this ceremony where they name the Indian chief names all the Brady members. Indian names.
I would remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think this predates the episode. So, but this reeks of that.
Well, there is a quiz later about Thanksgiving specials.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, so we might. I don't know if we're going to cover Brady's, but we'll see. Now, Skip, tell us about the PSA that has to do with Thanksgiving from your archive at AV.
Yeah. So this is something that was actually shown on television, brought to us by the USDA, the Department of Agriculture. And these are about two guests that you shouldn't invite to your Thanksgiving feast. Those two guys.
Those two. Yeah. They found them.
Oops. I went too far. Sorry.
Hey, Salmonella, look, a holiday buffet. That's buffet, Arnie. Great news for us germs. This food's been sitting around at room temperature for over 2 hours. Yeah, for us, a feast. For people, a tummy ache or worse.
The USDA says fie on you, Sal and Arnie, you humbugs. And to you, happy, healthful holidays.
Wow, I see those guys everywhere. I didn't know anybody else could see them.
They live inside you, George.
Whenever you have your undercooked power bar, those guys are lurking right around the corner.
I wouldn't mind getting a beer with Salmonella and what's the other guy's name?
Arnie.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's short for something. But there's supposedly other PSAs featuring them that I've been trying to find.
Characters.
They seem like a couple of good dudes.
Yeah.
Could be Weiss, as
Could
they
be
would say.
Weiss.
Weiss. All right, that's
Budgie the Whale. I mean, this is where Tom Carvel comes by this naturally.
Yeah, that voice, right? Yeah, that's where it came from. Well, the boys were in grave danger; they got lost. So let's see how they get out of this one, and hopefully save Thanksgiving.
Fingers crossed.
Gotcha!
Gotcha!
Uh-oh.
That's messy.
A wolf!
That's a classic.
It's up to us. We've got to help them.
That sounds like Elroy Judson. Cartoons insisted that porcupines could shoot their quills. Like, that was just accepted in animation that they could dart them out. And
when else have they done that? I'm not familiar.
I just feel like
it shows up all the time.
Disney cartoons, yeah, like Bambi or I don't know. So, yeah, I've just seen it a bunch.
It's no use. Go find Jeremy.
Well, while the wolf was slowly closing in on the boys, the sparrow was
the
flying
Chippendale
as fast
squirrel
as he could
narrating.
to find Jeremy, who by this time had run into the search party and was just telling them the boys were safe.
Wait, why can't he talk?
Maybe the humans can't hear him, only the other squirrels can?
Well, maybe it's like Peanuts, like the adults in Peanuts?
Yeah.
They're following a squirrel that just pulled them.
This is your last chance, Wolf.
This is the worst thing we've ever watched.
Oh, come on, really?
Yeah.
Do I have to queue up Punky Brewster again for you, George?
No, might hurt boys.
Why does he talk in the stilted voice, but the son is just like fluent?
Yeah, I guess it's a generational thing.
Yeah.
So it's like how your wife doesn't have an accent to her mom.
It's Jeremy!
Oh, I see.
Sorry about that.
This music is so great. I love this music.
I want the soundtrack.
Oh, this is Scooby-Doo right there. Yeah, this is Scooby-Doo music right there.
Like an actual orchestra played this.
What do you know about that? Jeremy got rid of the wolf!
Well, the rest is history. Even though it was a little late, the Pilgrims and Indians celebrated the first Thanksgiving. And of course, sitting at the head table
rest
as
is
guest of
unpleasant
honor
history.
was your great-great-great-grandfather, Jeremy Squirrel.
It's a wonderful day to say thank you. This bountiful harvest we know is the work of each
Kind of
one.
talk singing.
The rain and the sun, and the good Lord who made it all grow.
Squirrel Lord?
I'm grateful for this food we have, and also pray that I get to eat a second piece of Molly's mincemeat pie.
It's a wonderful day to say thank
To
you.
the talk singing.
It's a wonderful day just to live, to share what you've got with those that have not, and be glad that you
favorite
have
part.
it to give.
I'm grateful that my friend likes pies, for turkey is my dish. I hope that turkey has 10 legs. Is that too much to wish?
It's a wonderful
Genetically
day
modified
to
to
say
have
thank
10
you.
legs?
It's
can
a
do it now.
wonderful day, and I say, God bless all the kettles, you folks, and the victuals this very first Thanksgiving Day.
This very first Thanksgiving Day.
Basically, everybody else is just hearing this chattering squirrel like.
Yeah. Yep. And then the boys sing, and then chatters again.
Where did they get that little hat? I mean, there's so many questions.
The same manufacturer of the Chippendales.
Or if it hadn't been for him, there never would have been a Thanksgiving.
Gee, Dad, that sure was a great story.
Come on, you two. It's time for our Thanksgiving dinner.
Oh, boy, I can hardly wait.
White nut meat or dark nut meat?
A little of both.
The glasses did a loop.
I sure wish great-great-great-granddad Jeremy were here with us to celebrate our Thanksgiving.
I'm sure he would have liked to have been.
He's as dead as Hanna-Barbera, son. What? He came to life. So portraits can come to life in this world.
Cornbread pie and biscuits rising. That smell is tantalizing. I can't stop this vocalizing on Thanksgiving Day.
Oh, Ruby Spears made a.
Yeah, they got their start with Hanna-Barbera before branching out to make the Rubik's Cube cartoon, among other things.
So there's someone who has like a baritone voice that sounded like Thurl Ravenscroft in there, but I didn't see any reference to credits to him.
There were so many flaws in there, but I think the biggest
Name one.
I don't want to harp on all the flaws. There are a lot of flaws in that, but the biggest flaw is that they named the squirrel Jeremy. I like it. Don't get me wrong, but shouldn't it be Sammy Squirrel? Shouldn't it be?
This is what the Pearl Jam song was about. I never understood.
Oh, interesting.
Jeremy's spoken, meaning
to the Pilgrims and the Native Americans to come rescue Little Bear and Johnny Cook.
I mean, what they don't say is that the little boy, when he grew up, he was killed as a witch because he was communicating with animals.
Right. Yeah, but it was considered witchcraft back then.
But it turns out he actually was a witch, so they were right for killing him.
Yes.
And Jeremy's great ancestor in the Stone Age was the one in the record player that said, "It's a living." So it's a long lineage of squirrels in this. But let's play a game. I mentioned this. It's going to be about Thanksgiving specials, and it is called...
Well, isn't that special?
Well, isn't that Thanksgiving special? So I'm going to show you the...
Isn't Thanksgiving that special? That's what it says. Well, isn't Thanksgiving that special?
Yeah.
It's an interesting title, Nick. It's an interesting title.
I was going to try to put it on a slant, but it didn't quite fit, so I just...
No, it's perfect as it is.
All right, good. All right. Well, I think you'll enjoy the game nonetheless. I'm going to show you a cartoon or property, and you tell me, was it a Thanksgiving special?
Okay.
First up, Life with Louie. We watched this with Caitlin on a previous Shaturday episode. I think we thought it was pretty good, but was there a Thanksgiving episode?
I bet there was, because he's husky, and I bet he likes to eat, and I think they're going to have some fun with that.
They were going to it was a football game, right? Is my recollection.
Skip?
This was a cartoon?
Yeah, the Louis Anderson cartoon. Yeah. There was one. It was called the Fourth Thursday of November, and it was about football was involved. But this was about his dark childhood. So there's a huge blowout fight that he has to witness during Thanksgiving at the dinner table.
If you want to cut a turkey, go get your own family.
After that, it was like a nuclear accident. One long chain reaction.
Look what you did.
When are you going to pay me that money you owe me?
Same day you stop nagging me.
The 12th of never!
Go ahead, say it. You think my wig's ugly, don't you? Don't you?
Nah, the wig's fine. It's the rest of you I can't stand looking at.
A lot of fun for kids. Yeah.
So did Louis Anderson just take his transcripts from his therapy sessions and then turn them into episodes of
that must have been it.
Apparently, yeah, the parents were not very likable in it. All right. Oh, that aired in 1995. Now, what about BC, the comic strip that became Christian? What do you think?
I feel like it was a Thanksgiving special.
I think they did all of them, actually. I think they did Easter, of course.
Every Christian holiday. Yeah.
I think they did.
Even though they predate Christianity by tens of thousands of years.
Right.
I think not. I'm going to say no.
Okay, we have this on VHS. It's from 1973. It's called BC's The First Thanksgiving.
Gobble, 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 gobble.
Look, man, if you're gonna do it right. It goes more like this.
It's a series of vignettes that aren't very funny. I do like the voice of the turkey, though.
I like
I'm sure that I saw that as a kid too. That one
Yeah.
seems to resonate with me.
Was that on TV?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it did
Huh.
air, and then later it aired in 1973. Later put on VHS. What about Alf the animated series? What do you think?
I would say yes. I think that they probably did because I don't know. They just need to. There's a lot that can happen at Thanksgiving, so I think yes. I think everybody did Thanksgiving.
No.
George?
I'm going to
No?
say Alf Tales did.
Oh,
The
good.
other Alf
Interesting.
animated
trying to
series.
trick you.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting. Yeah, I think we're due for a no. So I'm
Okay.
going to say no.
It did not happen, and it was not in Alf Tales either. However, there of course was a Thanksgiving episode of Alf that aired in 1988. That was actually starred David Ogden Stiers as a homeless man. It was called Turkey in the Straw, two-parter. Alf in 1989 co-hosted with Willard Scott the Thanksgiving parade, and but this is a recent discovery. In 1983, there was a special called A Thanksgiving Tale by a familiar person.
Is this the Palace Theater?
Is this what I think it is?
I'm not too late, am I?
Oh, you couldn't have timed it better.
Well, I'll be a takeout turkey.
You hear that voice? That was Paul Fusco, the voice and creator of Alf.
That's
And
how Linda Fusco is in there too. Is that his wife? She helped.
Yep. They did puppet stuff. They also have an Easter special. They did like all these specials. They worked in local TV, and I don't know. The puppets were pretty good. I liked watching the special. They did a Valentine's Day special. But what about Alvin and the Chipmunks? The
I'm
80s
saying yes.
series.
I'm saying yes to all of them.
George?
I think there's so much potential with Thanksgiving.
I can hear them. I can. Simon, cut the turkey. Yeah, sure.
Okay. Yeah.
Alvin. Yeah, I would say yes.
Yes, we have this on VHS as well in 1994. It's called A Chipmunk Celebration, and it's disturbing.
I knew this would happen.
You're gonna make fools out of all of us, and on live TV! I've got relatives in the audience.
What?
You shouldn't try new things. You could only fail.
That's like out of Pink Floyd's The Wall. It's the judge.
Well, I have a new fetish.
Yeah, we got to watch that one, I think.
Alvin, man.
Yeah.
That's whacked out.
Yep. Maybe that was salmonella that he got in his turkey that caused him that. Now, what about Casper? He's an undead ghost, so it wouldn't really make sense that there would be Thanksgiving that a ghost would celebrate, but who knows? The rules don't really apply to Casper. So what do you think?
I'm going to switch it up and say no. But if there's a no, you always have to say no, but.
Right.
So you might just say nope and then on to the next one. So I'm thinking you're just going to say nope and that's it.
Okay.
All right.
George?
I think there is one, and you can see the food being chewed up and like going into his ghost stomach. It's absolutely disgusting.
Interesting.
Very graphic.
Skip?
I think this is how he died. He choked on a
salmonella.
So he's a boy. He chokes.
Oh, it's
and
an
he becomes
origin
Casper.
story.
Yeah. There was a Thanksgiving special. It was an episode. Well, I guess this aired in a theater. Not aired. It was played in a theater. It was from 1953. It was called Do or Diet.
Stop! Don't hurt my friend Timothy.
I like this part. Classic Looney Tune. All right, this is the last one. Mr. T, the series where he had a ragtag group of gymnastics teens that were multicultural and helped him solve mysteries. Was there a Thanksgiving episode?
There's got to be family. He's got family. Get everybody together. I also feel like they always want to hit with the Thanksgiving special because then if it hits, it's played every single year. So why not just do a Thanksgiving special?
I'm gonna say no, but there will be a special for a holiday we don't expect, like the
Diwali. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I think I'm going to agree with George. I think surprisingly that there wasn't one.
There was not one. However, there was an A-Team episode called Family Reunion in 1986 where the main plot was Murdoch's long-lost father comes back and finds him. But there's also a part where they all sit down to dinner.
Hope you guys didn't get followed. Oh, Hannibal. Sorry, B.A. Howdy, fellas. Thanksgiving dinner isn't until 4 o'clock. It's a dummy.
Why didn't I watch this show?
It's not too late.
Wasn't
that special?
Wow, well, isn't Thanksgiving that special?
That's the way I want to celebrate this year. With machine guns, a person in a dummy, explosive dummy in a wheelchair, and of course an exploding handbag that reminds me of the exploding shark from the Batman movie from 1966.
Yeah, you need shark repellent to get that away.
Yeah,
I wish the handbag didn't explode. I wish they just.
Some lady ran in. I forgot my. What are you doing?
So this might date me, but did you guys ever see the Nelvana Thanksgiving special? They did
Intergalactic Thanksgiving.
Yeah, Intergalactic Thanksgiving.
I had that queued up, but I thought I'm going to save that for next Thanksgiving.
Okay.
Is it?
I'm concerned you might get a takedown for it.
It's on YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah,
it's so good. This is when they did like a series of really good. This was post them doing that thing on the Star Wars holiday special, and they started doing these. Yeah, Boba Fett, and then they started doing these like holiday specials. So there's the Devil and Daniel Mouse.
Yep, that was great.
And then this, and then there's a Christmas one, a Cosmic Christmas, I think it's called.
What universe is it in?
I'm sorry?
What universe is this in? Is
none.
Okay.
None.
You said
None.
Nelvana?
Like they just made their own characters.
That's the Canadian animation company that. I've shown some of their stuff before. The animation is surprisingly good. I think, did they do Inspector Gadget? I feel like.
No, I thought that was Deke.
Oh, that was Deke. Yeah, but they have that polar bear mascot,
logo.
I think,
Yeah.
logo at the end. So, but yeah, I think both of those would be good. The Cosmic Christmas and the Intergalactic Thanksgiving. I think they did an Easter one too, but anyway, yeah, I think we'll cue that up for next Thanksgiving. Skip.
I think Sam Manila should get his own Thanksgiving special.
Right.
I really took to him.
No, he's really good.
More of his stuff.
Yeah. Well, that was the true story of Thanksgiving. That's what I learned. But George, did you learn anything that I didn't? George?
I think so. Thanksgiving is traditionally the time for personal reflection. But of course, reflections are backward images, which serves as a fine metaphor for the essential distortion of our memories. For as we look back at Thanksgiving past, we realize it was mostly an excuse to exceed the recommended caloric intake by several orders of magnitude. So let us feast on the history of our country, contemplating our own casserole in stuffing the air, sea, and land of this continent with pollution. I don't mean to be a ham or beat my own drumstick, but I am trying to accept my responsibility for the genocide that birthed our nation. And that just may be the turkey for ourselves and our pumpkin to dip our mashed potatoes in the waters of culpability and move forward. And the rest is gravy. And that's why I always say, the more you battle is twice the knowing.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
I think you exceeded the pun limit on that.
George, you're fired.
The whole
No.
time I just knew I didn't look at you, but I could sense Nick's fury expanding.
I think you were trying to sabotage yourself. You were trying to get yourself fired from that, so you don't have to do them anymore. So
I'm going to have to rewatch this episode and kind of write note all the things that you said, because that was intense.
Yeah, it was. There was a lot there. There
very
were 148 puns in there total. All Thanksgiving related. George, you outdid yourself.
Sorry, Nick.
You went too far.
That's okay. Yeah, you didn't go too far. But we're still thankful for you. We're thankful for Skip, and to a lesser extent, Joe. So from all of us here at Shaturday Morning Cartoons, and from Jeremy Squirrel, happy Shaturday.
Shaturday.
Shaturday.